How's it going today, everybody? Just taking a little walk. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I completed a couple days ago while it was a little bit warmer out. Now it's all snow and wet. Rained the last couple days. I cleaned up some deer trails, making it easier for them to get in and out and travel through my property right up to the edge of the neighbor's property. So I'll turn you back on here in a minute once I get back to the trails. Alright, so here's the main trail that a lot of the deer and critters travel along. I opened it up just a little bit more. I cut some limbs and stuff to make it a little more access friendly. And one up through here, they like traveling down in along the middle and along the edge. Nothing came through on last 2 days here with the snow, but yeah, I just made it to where it's a little more easy for them to come through naturally. Just trimmed it up a little bit. It was a lot thicker, so but nice little bedding pocket right here. Some back cover on both sides. Several escape routes. And another little pocket for them to bed in. Right in there, back cover. Several escape routes. So I just spruced up the bedding area here a little bit. So another little pocket, back cover. They can travel through here with ease. Nice little open spot. Thinking once the water goes down, I might come in here and broadcast some kind of seed for insulative cover for when it gets colder for the fall. But and then I cut so they could get through under here and go past where my tree stand is. Right now there's a lot of water. And then they usually, right there's my tree stand. They usually travel right through up over into the neighbors, or down into the neighbor's pass up over here. But quick little tour. We're gonna go back through up over here, and there's another little crossing area where the deer like to come up through. Right down this trail into this bedding area, and you can see I cut a little bit away so they could travel through a little bit easier. Up and through into this bedding area. A lot of down trees and willow brush. And probably gonna come back through and this fall and terminate some of the stuff, or the willow trees, with Cordon or concentrated Roundup, just to make it a little bit more thicker with undergrowth. But they already naturally use these trails, but I'm just making it a little more friendly for them to want to use them more. And we're gonna go out past another one of my tree stands, and I set my stands up off these trails to give me an anywhere from 20 to 25-yard shot. But it comes out into another little open area. They like to transition in this spot before they go out into my food plot. So I'll turn you back on here in a couple more minutes once I get to the back side of the property, alright? Alright, so right now doesn't look like much, but this was all lush green brassica, turnips, and cereal rye. Kind of see it under the water. But right now, you know, it's springtime, things are thawing out and everything's wet. And I'm going to make it even bigger this year. I'm going to cut down this willow brush here, and I'm going to start planting my fruit trees. My pears, apple, and some peach trees in this section here in the middle. Right there's the little water hole I put in. Probably about 3 feet deep, maybe more. That was a big deal last summer. I was getting a lot of pictures from a trail camera I had right there, stuff coming in, drinking out of the water hole when everything else was dried up. And nice trails that come out through here, which I'm probably going to clean up the next chance I get. One right there and one going down that way, and that all leads into the major bedding area. And then this right here, kind of just like a screening cover for them when they come out of my neighbor's property, if that's where they come from. And I have a ladder stand right there, which I think I'm going to move. I seen deer from it last year. Nothing mature because I couldn't get the right wind. So I think what I'm going to do is the bigger tree right there, I'm probably going to take a section or something, the bottom rungs off, just to keep it low, and I'd be somewhere right in there so it won't get skylined. A lot of times the deer have been coming out through here, there, and right there. Which it looks like they've been using it already. I kind of cleaned this up. Fresh deer tracks in it right now. I must have bumped something out of the bedding area and I just walked through it, going on to my neighbors. But yeah. Moved here 2 Octobers ago. I successfully harvested 5 does and 1 buck. And that's with the bow and the gun. Yeah, right there, fresh tracks. I just kicked something out of the bedding area. Yep, that's what that was. So, they're actively staying there. And then my neighbor owns this over here, which he gave me permission to do pretty much anything I want. Which I might end up cleaning this up, planting some Egyptian wheat along both sides where the bedding is for screening cover, and make it a little more friendly so I can slip in and out and not spook deer getting into my tree stands or the box blind that I'm going to build, which is going to be right in here on the edge of my property line, right in this little area, so I can cover this part of the food plot and this part of the food plot. I'm probably going to trim this with a little brush down because the stuff behind it is all going to be cut, and I'm going to have fruit trees in there. I'm going to set this place up nice. I'll try to take you guys along with me so you can see what I produce. Sorry, just the mud and water and stuff. It's real slick walking through it. I mean, the deer, birds, squirrels, everything's still using the food plots, what they can get at. So, I'm happy with how things turned out. And I'm sure they're happy too because I fed them all winter with this food plot. Alright, next little update. I'll keep you guys updated and try to take you along with me. It's hard to run a camera and cut stuff with a chainsaw. You know, I don't have much of the camera gear. I'm just starting out, but I'd like to, you know, get my business up off the ground here with habitat improvement on micro parcels. Anything from 2 acres to 100 acres I would be comfortable consulting on and or helping. But anyway, you guys have a fabulous day. I'll be talking to you soon.